Hi there! Are you tired of being called a racist, a misogynist, a white supremacist, a Nazi, a homophobe, and a transphobe? Then you need to learn how to be a politically correct bigot.
All cisgender people are transphobic, just as all men hold misogynistic views, and all white people are racist.
Number 1, don't call black people the N-word, just call them
nigger whose wife says.
Number 2, instead of saying that you hate people of color, just say that you support national security.
And these are the faces of two of the young victims who will never have the chance to grow old. Safi Roussos was 8 and Georgina Collender was 18, a college student. And while we've seen the horror of terror attacks before, this one strikes a different low. It specifically targeted young girls.
Number 3, if you want to lead a harassment campaign against someone, make sure that you display a disclaimer saying that you don't condone harassment. You see, an old-fashioned harassment campaign is seen as offensive nowadays. Something about bullying marginalized people or some shit like that.
My name is Jeff.
So instead of telling people what you're doing, just do all of the same things, but don't say that you're doing it.
My name is Jeff.
Essentially, you want to make it easy for your hundreds of thousands of followers to go harass someone by giving them all the information they need, but not actually directly telling them to do it.
My name is Jeff.
If you make it easy enough for them, they'll do it whether you tell them to or not. And this way, you can avoid any responsibility. It's like putting a really tasty treat in front of a hungry dog and then telling the dog that it shouldn't eat the treat. It's still gonna do it, but then it's not your fault because you told it not to.
My name is Jeff.
Number 4, don't call people feminazis, just call them feminist extremists. Number 5, instead of saying that you hate trans people, just say that you wouldn't date them. Thanks to all the liberal, leftist, communist transgenders out there, it's now not okay to hate someone just because they're trans. That's ridiculous. You know it, I know it, we both know it. So to get around this, just say you would never date a trans person. It's a good way of getting your message across without explicitly saying it. Plus, if anyone criticizes you, you can just call them a rapist and claim that they're trying to force you to have sex with a transgender person. Because remember, Number 6, don't call yourself a white supremacist. Just say that racism doesn't exist and that people of color are ruining our country. Number 7, instead of saying you support the alt-right, say that you're a centrist who just wants to hear both sides.
Sweetheart, the news is controlled by Hydra.
And that, my friends, is how you can be a politically correct bigot.
Thank you.